Hello everybody, welcome back to the EAFC Aston Villa career mode, and we are entering April. In fact, it is the 1st of April, and we have Brighton and Hove Albion. I'm toying with the idea of going to a 4-4-2. We're not playing this game, we're going to sim it. So I think we're going to keep this team as it is right now, and we're just going to quick sim this one. But yeah, I'm tired. So 1-1 with Brighton. João Pedro missed a penalty. Solly March got a goal, and John McGinn got our goal. So not a terrible result. We really need to depend on the Spurs result. That's who we're fighting for 4th place at the moment. But we are going to be taking on Nottingham Forest. You're still in contention. You've been out injured for like 4 months, mate. Calm down. We're going to take on Nottingham Forest, and I'm considering a 4-4-2 just because I feel like interchange of the strikers could be pretty useful for us. So I think that's what we're going to do, but we'll be back to go through the lineups. Right, absolutely no messing around with this one. We are straight into the action at Villa Park. As Villa Park. I just keep saying Villa Park. Aston Villa are taking on Nottingham Forest, and it is a change of system for Unai Emery. Jean Duran and Ollie Watkins line up front together in a 4-4-2. So while the teams line up, just let me know. I'll just let you know. Obviously, you can tell I'm back recording these at the moment, given that I've got the same shirt on from the last episode and this episode. I'm actually in the UK on a business trip, hence getting quite a lot of recordings done. That'll be the same for Football Manager on the other channel. And I'm hoping to get this and the F1 Manager series keeping going while I'm away. But if there is a bit of downtime with no videos, that's why I'm in the UK on a business trip. As soon as I get back to Singapore, the videos will continue. So Aston Villa do change formation to a 4-4-2, no matter what the infographic says. It is a 4-4-2, and it is John Duran and Ollie Watkins up front together. We've got Morgan Rogers on the left, Leon Bailey on the right. We're partnering Tielemans and Redondo in midfield for this one. Nottingham Forest in a 4-2-3-1. In goal for them is going to be Matt Sells. At the back four is Murillo, Milenkovic, Tete and Tofolo. Dominguez and Doucouré in the middle. Mateta leads the line with Gibbs White in behind, Anthony Elanga on the left and Emmanuel Dennis on the right. So how will the 4-4-2 look for Unai Emery? That is the question, as it's going to leave us a little bit light in midfield, but should give us more options up front. And goals have been the problem part of this Aston Villa team. When we win 1-0. When we lose, it's because we go 1 goal down and can't seem to find an equaliser. So hopefully we can make a difference with this new shape. Up to Ollie Watkins straight away. Leon Bailey's gone in behind. We have got Duran in there now, who is a bit of a powerhouse in the air. So we'll be looking to utilise crosses and balls through as well. That's really well played. As I said, Redondo is really impressing me, by the way. He holds it up. I thought Ollie Watkins was going to run into the area, but he didn't. Tielemans fires that into Ollie Watkins. John Duran takes over. He's been forced a little bit wide. Returns it into Redondo. Steadies himself. Good hit, just off target. Leon Bailey in a good bit of space here. He's going to try and attack his man, Leon Bailey, into the air. A really good tackle from Tofolo, the left back. And he's defended Leon Bailey very well. Emmanuel Dennis, who does have some pace behind him, tries to knock that one back to Tofolo. Gibbs White, who is a player that I would definitely be interested in if we need an out-and-out centre attacking midfielder, to be honest. I do like Gibbs White. That's a really good ball through, and he's found Dennis Martinez. I thought that was in. He left it late to put that arm out, but he did make the save. Dennis has managed to keep that in. There's the cutback. Emmanuel Dennis with the shot. He's bouncing around. Mateta's offside. Tielemans gets through one tackle. Still going, Youri Tielemans. Youri Tielemans! Oh, what a save from Matt Sells in goal. 0-0, 25 minutes gone. The 4-4-2 is feeling pretty good, to be honest, at the moment. It's going to be Leon Bailey with the corner. He's going to swing this one in towards the danger zone. Pau Torres! Oh, he got the power but not the accuracy. Normally gets the accuracy and not the power. Ollie Watkins with the ball again as Aston Villa look to break. Duran pulls off to the left. John Duran is in! It's another fantastic save from Matt Sells as this one goes back into the box. Watkins, he couldn't get a great connection. Easy for Sells to pick that one up. Gibbs White comes forward. He's got Mateta in space. He uses Mateta. Martinez with a big save. It's going to be kept on by Anthony Elanga. Martinez saves it again. 10 minutes to go in the first half, and Nottingham Forest have their first corner of the game. Gibbs White takes this one short to find Emmanuel Dennis, but it's read very easily there. And Leon Bailey will just have a bit of time to bring this one away. He's actually going to dribble out from his own area here. Feeling very confident about himself. That pass is not full of confidence, is it? That is dreadful. Dominguez comes forward. Really good tackle from Elias Yalert. Watkins into Duran. Watkins has gone again. Watkins with a bit of a heavy touch. Emmanuel Dennis down the left. Dinks in a cross. Nowhere near Mateta. If they do get near Mateta, it's obviously going to be very, very dangerous in the air. That's a poor pass from Redondo to give it straight away. I actually didn't see Doucouré there, but Redondo makes up for it. Wins it back early on. Rogers pushed off it by Elanga. Referee says play on. Dominguez goes out to try and switch the play. Emmanuel Dennis can't keep that one in. 2 minutes till half time. And whilst we've been the better team, we don't have too much to show for it, really. As Leon Bailey comes forward into Ollie Watkins. Murillo reads it well. It's those balls, when I feel like the striker should be controlling it, they just turn straight into the defender. But here is Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins is through. Good hit. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, so unlucky, Ollie. Half time then, 0-0 here at Villa Park. Aston Villa unlucky not to be ahead after Watkins crashed the bar at the end of the first half. So into the second half then, Aston Villa going to look to try and just replicate that first half, because they did dominate Nottingham Forest. They just couldn't put their chances away, really. Matt Sells having a great game in goal for Forest. And Aston Villa will be hoping that they can just get a little bit, I don't know, one very clear-cut chance for Ollie Watkins would be nice, just to make sure it does fly in the corner of the net. But Gibbs White holding off his man really well there. Puts a good ball through. Try and release Elanga. Elanga, good tackle from Maatsen. Good track. And he's been really good, Maatsen. It's annoying that he's still on the transfer list for some reason. That he wants to still leave the club. But that's a good ball in. Milenkovic attacks it. He's a big lad, Milenkovic. And Martinez holds on at the second attempt. And I think with the 4-4-2, we just need to potentially work our way forward a little bit more. As a little bit patience. Watkins puts it in there to Tielemans. Off it goes to Redondo, playing as his central midfield partner. Again, I was trying to fire it into Duran's feet, but a little touch on it takes it away. As Elanga does well again here, going down the wing. Anthony Elanga puts that one into a good space. Tielemans with a really good header, and it could launch a counter-attack here, because Ollie Watkins could be in. Ollie Watkins! There we go! 1-0, quick counter. Tielemans with a very brave header in there, and Ollie Watkins takes advantage. 1-0 Villa. Can we go and get a second goal now? Jon Duran with the assist. You don't see that very often, but a left-footed finish from Ollie Watkins, fired past Matt Sells. I said, just one clear-cut chance with Ollie Watkins through in goal, and we'll fire it into the corner. 1-0 Villa. Mateta spreads it out wide to Anthony Elanga, who's trying to just dink that one back into place, but Redondo reads it well. Rogers comes forward, plays it off Tete for a throw-in. No, he's managed to keep it in play there. Rogers, I thought I might try and shield that out, but it wasn't shielded out at all. Mateta turns his man well, but Maatsen's there to recover, and Redondo turns, brings the ball away. Rogers, that's not where I aimed that pass to go, EA, is it? That's not where I aimed that pass to go. Dominguez comes forward, pokes it through to Elanga again. They've been trying to use Anthony Elanga's pace against Maatsen a lot, and he has now got into some space. Elanga! Side netting. Maatsen with a wonderful crossfield pass to Leon Bailey, but Tofolo's had his number today. He's had a really good job of that defensive work, Tofolo at left back. And Aston Villa still leading 1-0. Can we pinch the ball here? Oh, Tielemans nearly does. I think we'll get some fresh legs on in a minute in the midfield, just to make sure we keep that engine room ticking over and doing a good job. Tielemans out to Leon Bailey, a few little step overs, cuts inside of his man, does really well. He's laid it off. It's Redondo. Redondo with a shot. Good block from Milenkovic. And yeah, you'd always imagine Milenkovic would win that head over Redondo in the middle of the penalty area. So substitution for Forest as Doucouré in midfield comes off to be replaced by Santos de Oliveira. And Aston Villa are making a few changes as well. Not a few, they're making 4. Their whole midfield is being changed. Bailey, Tielemans, Rogers, Redondo off. Mudryk, Kamara, Onana, and come on, I can remember his name. Ramsey coming on. So a whole new midfield 4 coming on for Aston Villa. Quite the change being made by Unai Emery, as the first bit Mudrik's going to have to do is lose a header to Folo. But Onana's back there and doing a good job to recycle possession. Here is Mudrik again. Onana. Oh, that was meant to go back to Mudrik. EA's bloody passing direction lock-on thing is a bit of a shambles at times, isn't it? Dominguez into James Ward-Prowse, who's come on in central midfield. That's a really good tackle. Here is Duran again. Duran waiting for Watkins to make that run. Watkins holds it up, gives it back. Jean Duran! Oh, Jean Duran on the rebound. Yes, it's 2-0. We've actually scored 2 goals in a game of football. Can you believe it? And both the strikers have scored. Is the 4-4-2 staying? Is the 4-4-2 staying? This is incredible. We can shut up shop now. 2-0 up against Forest. Great ball through. Then the 2 strikers have basically scored and got an assist each. I love it. Come on. And it's Duran on the score sheet on that favoured left foot. Probably should have scored the first attempt, but got the rebound. 2-0. Watkins into Duran. You can feel the confidence in this Villa team now, as Duran just does take a little bit too long on the ball. We probably do need a bit of fresh running legs up front, to be fair. Duran and Watkins have had a superb game. Oh, that's a really good pass through. It's James Ward-Prowse. He's not blessed with the best pace, but does have one hell of a finish. Really good save from Emery Martinez to keep it at 2-0. We will actually make that sub now. We've just dropped Onana and Kamara back into holding roles. So we're going to leave Watkins on. Duran off for Ferguson on that in that advanced forward role. And we will have the corner first, I think. Yes, we will. Taken short. Gibbs-White to Ward-Prowse. It's a weird thing that Ward-Prowse wasn't on the corners, given his history of taking set pieces. Ramsey comes forward with it. Looks at the far side. It's a wonderful ball to pick out Mykhailo Mudryk, who chests it down well. Elias Yalert sort of bundles his way through Dominguez, but Dominguez does get it back for Nottingham Forest. Here is Alex Moreno. Probably shouldn't be playing because he's on loan from Aston Villa. But that's EA for you. Don't implement the rules properly. Dominguez into Ward-Prowse. 4 minutes to go. And it's been one hell of a performance here from Aston Villa. Ramsey into Watkins. Into Ferguson. Back to Watkins. This is the sort of link-up play I was hoping for with a front two. Oh, it's a really strong shot from Evan Ferguson. Just straight down the throat of Matt Sells with a couple of minutes to go. It does look like we will be holding on for the win here against Forest. As Mateta, oh, that's a wonderful turn from Jean-Philippe Mateta, but he's just put off as his shot came in. It was actually blocked, so that's how much of a put off it was. It hit the defender. Gibbs-White swings in that corner again. Milenkovic is there. Oh my word, let's just boot this one away. Thank you very much, as it is cleared. And, well, Maatsen will be able to turn and actually accelerate away here. Just a little ball roll to try and keep possession. Watkins is turning into quite the counter-attack, this, isn't it? Evan Ferguson looks to dink out a pass towards Mudryk, who's beaten in the air. It's going to come here to Boubacar Kamara from range, headed clear. It's going to fall to Ferguson. Really good first touch. Penalty ref. It's not given. Oh, Evan Ferguson did really well. It's a 2-0 win for Aston Villa. Come on, 3 points, 2 goals, the 4-4-2 stage. Just as we head into the interview, we were also told that Tottenham did win today as well against Southampton, which was annoying. John Duran got a good goal, so we'll celebrate his performance. Ollie Watkins as well, both strikers with a goal and an assist today, although maybe Watkins' assist won't count because Duran missed the first shot. But I did like that. Ollie Watkins, well played. So next up is Southampton sitting down in 17th. We're going to sim using a 4-4-2 here. This is what we're going to go for. Duran and Watkins up front, McGinn and Tielemans in the middle, Bailey on the right, Rodgers on the left, Maatsen, Konza, Torres and Elias Yalert in front of Martinez. And it's a 2-1 win. Leon Bailey with a goal and he's got a brace. Lovely stuff for Leon Bailey. So that's a good win. Keeping that pressure on for 4th position. It is what we need to do. I do think we're going to play Newcastle and then sim the Liverpool game. So, yeah, we'll be back for that. Here we are then back at Villa Park once again as Aston Villa host Newcastle United. A lot of success with the 4-4-2 against Nottingham Forest, so Unai Emery doesn't change system. But that man there gets a start alongside Ollie Watkins. So at the moment for Unai Emery, it's 2 games played, 2 wins with the 4-4-2, a 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest and a 2-1 win over Southampton. Sees them hold on to 4th place and adding a bit of tactical variety to their game as well. They are lining up as to be expected today with a couple of changes in the 4-4-2. Evan Ferguson partners Ollie Watkins up front. John McGinn is in to replace Redondo in central midfield, and Mykhailo Mudryk gets a start at right mid for the home team today. Ignore the 4-3-3, that is not what we're playing. It'll have everybody in the wrong positions. What a glitch that is in the game. There you go. So Captain John McGinn back into the team as Redondo misses out and drops down to the bench. No known striker on the bench for Aston Villa today. Oh no, Duran is, but he's tired, sorry. No, Newcastle in a 4-3-3. Nick Pope back in goal. Eder Militao was a rock at the back last time these two played. It's Joe Linton, Willock and Tonali starting in midfield this time. Harvey Barnes, Isaac and Almiron up front. It should be a decent game. And it is Aston Villa that kick off. Evan Ferguson gets the game underway. A good buy, it looks like, from Brighton. Lots of potential there. Unai Emery was singing the Irishman's praises when he signed for the club. And we're hoping to see a bit more of him. Maatsen comes forward, dinks that one in looking for Ollie Watkins. The cross is just a bit beyond him. That's a really good header to release Elias Yalert. He can go back to Mudryk, who can swing in across, looking for Ferguson. Eder Militao with a really good header. Elias Yalert will have a little volley attempt at goal, but it goes past the post. Oh, Alexander Isak, what a turn that is. That's an unbelievable turn. Alexander Isak through on goal. It's all his own work. It's a wonderful finish from Alexander Isak. 6 minutes in, he literally turned, sprinted away from all the defence. What a goal that is from Alexander Isak. One of the best solo efforts I've seen this year in EAFC. I can't believe the AI has just done that to me. What a turn, what a goal. 1-0 to the away team, 1-0 to Newcastle. Maatsen forward again from the full-back position. He's getting involved early on this time. John McGinn can invite Elias Yalert forward. He's going to take a good touch out of his feet. Just is held up a little bit by the defender. John McGinn lays that one square. Tielemans! Pope with an easy catch. Almiron on the right-hand side for Newcastle. He's got Alexander Isak in the box. He's actually gone to the back post, I think. Has that drifted out? Harvey Barnes kept it in, according to the assistant referee. So, well played him, but they couldn't do anything with it. Mudryk comes forward with it now. Mudryk, I thought there was a gap there for that pass, but it wasn't. And it has given a chance to Newcastle to counter with Harvey Barnes to the back post for Almiron. Maatsen with a really, really good header back to his goalkeeper. So the extra man in midfield that Newcastle have is causing us a few problems, so we may have to change system to help deal with that. Isak is robbed very well by Ezri Konsa, and Konsa looks to bring the ball out into Mudryk's path. He looks to the McGinn. Oh, McGinn just turns away. It's really good footwork from John McGinn, to be fair. As Evan Ferguson looks to play that one in to Ollie Watkins. Can he get there? Eder Militao's making a mess of it. And Shah clears up. Oh, Newcastle got a bit lucky. Oh, Almiron has just left Maatsen for dead. He's done really well, the Paraguayan, on the right-hand side. In it goes towards Isak. Lays that one back. It's a really, really good block. But they haven't cleared our lines yet. Martinez is out and claims it well. 23 minutes gone. It's been a very, very frantic game, this one. Tielemans out towards Mykhailo Mudryk. Mykhailo Mudryk is surely fouled there by Tonali. No, ref says play on. I thought I'd got past him, but no, obviously not. Mudryk back on his feet. Pushed off the ball again by Matty Target. He is very weak, Mykhailo Mudryk. He's got good balance and good agility. But Isak's done it again. That turn and move is just unbelievable with that acceleration. It's really, really good. I'd love to know how he does it. If anyone can let me know the button combination down below, that would be massive, because he's done that twice and one of them was the goal. So it clearly does work. John McGinn looking for Evan Ferguson, pretty direct. We do have to sort of cut out the midfield in this shape. That is the problem. As Watkins looks up, Mudryk's on his way. And we know he's got the pace, Mykhailo Mudryk. He's actually in on goal. Mudryk shoots. Pope, nearly got the rebound. Mudryk would have been his second goal for the club. But yeah, he's coming alive a little bit more in this formation, Mudryk. It seems to suit him just that little bit more. As Tielemans just waiting for some support. Nothing on. Goes backwards, keeps the ball. Very sensible. Oh, Isak's got the luck of a bounce again. In it goes to Harvey Barnes. And what a challenge from Maatsen. I've said this a couple of times, but he's been superb this season. Harvey Barnes showing how John McGinn is lacking a lot of pace when he has to track back, but it's a really good defending again from Pau Torres. And Mudryk looks to launch a counter-attack for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins gets onside and it's left space for Ferguson. It was a really good pass, but he's offside. So unlucky. Konza has built this ball out from the back a long way. It's a really good tackle from Tonali, and now Konza is out of position as Almiron comes in, gets round the challenge. Isak uses that acceleration again. Pau Torres has got back at him. It's a wonderful finish from the Swede. 2-0 Newcastle. It's all Isak. I cannot deal with that pace. Unbelievable stuff from Alexander Isak. Picked up a loose ball. I thought Pau Torres was going to get there, but a rifled finish past Martinez. 2-0 Newcastle. That's a really good pass through as Maatsen looks to put a cross in. It's overhit. Watkins is there to keep it alive, but not much he could do with that. In towards Ferguson. It's a header. It's not great. It's a goal kick. So half-time here at Aston Villa, and it's 2-0 to the away team. 2-0 Newcastle. I think we need a bit more pace in central midfield. Tielemans and McGinn are struggling. So one substitution at half-time as Redondo comes on for John McGinn. The captain was struggling a bit in that midfield, and Redondo is straight in on the action. We do need more pace like that. Watkins holds it up really well, looks to Ferguson. He goes out one more, just trying to keep the ball now. Morgan Rogers swings in across looking for Mudryk. Not the best target. Ferguson will win that header though. He's done really well. Rogers, low cross. Oh, it's blocked by Eder Militao. And although we haven't created very much, when we do get forward, Militao is such a rock at the back for this Newcastle team. It's very irritating. Isak comes forward. This is better. We've got to close him down and be confident of getting the ball, as then we give the ball away to Harvey Barnes. But Isak is closed down again. Elias Yeller gives it away to Tonali. Mudryk, ball through. It's a wonderful pass to Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson, goal, 2-1. Villa are back in it. What a pass from Mykhailo Mudryk. Ollie Watkins gave him a run, he used it as a dummy, and Evan Ferguson was placed through with an inch-perfect pass. And then once he's in on goal, you just fancy the ex-Brighton striker to leather it home with that shot power. Lovely finish, 2-1. Game on, game on. Isak with a good pass to try and find Almiron. Newcastle pushing forward. That's not a good cross though. Mudryk can just head that one down gently to Redondo, who's bringing the ball away. Well, he's carried it a good distance there, the young Argentinian. Mudryk into Evan Ferguson again. Those two combined for the Aston Villa goal. Rogers comes forward. Big crossfield pass on to Mudryk, and he picks him out really well. Mudryk brings it down, puts it into the box looking for Watkins. Cleared away. Elias Yeller is there. Oh, Tonali. Great diving header to stop Tielemans getting on that one. And then Almiron wins the ball as well. And it's a 3-on-2. And Harvey Barnes could be in here. Harvey Barnes shoots. Martinez with a big save. Up you get Emilio. Lovely, lovely stuff from the goalkeeper. Oh, Mudryk, he's really enjoying himself today. Mudryk, and he's picked out Ferguson again. Ferguson holds it up, and Ferguson has found Watkins. Watkins is in. Watkins is 2-2 from 2-0 down. Aston Villa are back in this one, and it's Ollie Watkins. Mudryk was the architect of that. You won't see it in the replay, but he did so well to find Evan Ferguson, and Ferguson played in Watkins. The 4-4-2 lives on. I thought it might be dying, but the 4-4-2 lives on. From 2-0 down, it's 2-2, and we are cooking. That man there is not giving up. So substitution for Newcastle as Bruno Guimaraes comes on for a bit of creativity. Tielemans is off to replace Bo Onana, and Ramsey on to replace Morgan on the left-hand side. Free kick taken short into Mudryk, who is really enjoying himself in this game today against Newcastle. He's been a catalyst for all things good that have come from Aston Villa, to be honest. They have got a man down with a potential knock at the moment. We're going to play on as Evan Ferguson is just going to hold this ball up and see what he can do. He's a big boy, Evan Ferguson, and he's got some good strength in there. Out to Mudryk again, who's just taken that so well on his chest. Mudryk cuts it back. Watkins! Oh, Pope stood strong. Good save. It could have been 3-2. What a second half we're having here. But you can see they leave Harvey Barnes high up the pitch, and it's causing us just... Oh, it's Maatsen that's got the injury. That is a concern, because our backup left-back is 60 rated Souza, who we called back on loan from Bristol Rovers, as Mudryk looks to bring that down again. Can't quite get it done. Redondo looks up towards Elias Yeller, and yeah, the attacking wing-back on that right-hand side is potentially leaving us in a bit of trouble. But Harvey Barnes has done really well. He's now up against Pau Torres. Harvey Barnes digs out a cross. Ramsey's back there and defends it well. Onana Fires it up to Watkins. Really good first time pass to pick out Ferguson, but his turning circle is a bit big. And wow, Almiron's done very well there with his body. Harvey Barnes turns. Pau Torres. You'll never get past Pau Torres. Elias Yalert releases Mudryk. Evan Ferguson is in space here, but that is a bit overhit from Mudryk. So substitution for Aston Villa and for Newcastle. Almiron comes off. He's replaced by Jade Philogene, who wouldn't be allowed to play because he's on loan from us. And we are bringing on Tyrone Mings to replace the injured Maatsen at left back. Great tackle from Redondo, but the ref's going to bring it back for a free kick earlier on. It's Jacob Ramsey flew into a tackle, has picked up a yellow card. And it's a deserved yellow card, but I felt like the advantage had been played because we carried on playing for quite a while. As Tonali swings in a free kick. That goes towards Isaac, who's taken it. Oh, it's that turn again, and the pace he has is just unreal. And he's managed to get his way through. Martinez, can he jump on it? Oh, Pau Torres is on hand to get the clearance done. And Redondo will look to bring this one away. Up towards Ferguson. Knocks it down well to Ramsey. Ramsey looks up towards Ollie Watkins, who does win the header very well. Redondo couldn't quite bring it under his spell. And this game, I'm so glad we've played this game. It's been absolutely hectic. It's been brilliant. Bruno Guimaraes comes forward. That's a good little poked ball through. Dan Burn, I think that was, that got it through to Isaac. And his footwork, again, is just so hard to keep up with. Whew. I'll tell you what, I love having Ferguson as a bit of a target man. It's working really well. Couldn't quite keep it in with Jacob Ramsey, but 2-2. 5 minutes to go. Oh, Eder Militao has got his back pass wrong there. And it's gifted us a bit of a corner here. And we've got some tall people in there to aim at. One of them is, whoever that was there, I'm not too sure. I think that is Pau Torres. He sort of is our main target man in that position. Trying to get it towards a bit more towards the front post. It's corner after corner. I'm not gonna be too mad about this because it's given us chances as we swing it in again towards that danger area. Nick Pope can't quite get there. It's another corner, and I've got a feeling Ramsey's foot might fall off with the amount of corners that take. Yeah, that's a good one in towards Tyrone Mings. Oh, over the bar. Unai Emery can't believe it. Tyrone Mings so close to a winner from the corner. There is going to be Aston Villa's final change as youngster Souza comes on for Elias Yalert. So Konza pushes to right back. Tyrone Mings will now fit in at centre back. And, oh, that's a really good rob from Pau Torres, and he's nearly put in Evan Ferguson there. But, yeah, Souza will just tuck into his favoured left-back. I'm not going to be playing a 60-rated player out of position, so we do put the youngster in his favoured left-back position. We are into 4 minutes of time added on, and Newcastle definitely feel like they have potentially thrown away 3 points here because they were 2-0 up at one point as Alexander Isak is going to try and do it again. He's actually got past Tyrone Mings. He's still going, but Tyrone Mings gets back at him well. And I think that'll be the game. It is 2-2 at Villa Park. A thrilling game. But Newcastle will be gutted they've not won it. Villa will be delighted they got back into it. But we probably could have won it. Pau Torres was absolutely brilliant today. We are going to motivate him because he is superb at the back for us this season. Mudryk is probably his best game. Probably his best game in an Aston Villa shirt, I'd say. Mykhailo Mudryk really growing into this team. The 4-4-2 is getting the most out of him. And Watkins just seems to be playing well with whoever partners him up front. So keep it up, Ollie. So next up is Liverpool, but we're going to be without Maatsen, which is a concern we were worried about. So I think what we're going to have to do is do that and put Mings and Torres at the back and then Konza to play at left back. I think actually Elias Yalert can play right or left back, so we can probably do that as a little bit better in terms of our shape. And I think we stick with the 4-4-2 wherever it is. Can we load the 4-4-2? Why is it not in here? I don't know why it's not loading, but we'll just press yes for now. I'll sort that out in a minute. So against Liverpool, we'll stick with the 4-4-2. Duran and Watkins up front. Redondo comes in because I think he changed the game in the last one. Oh, Maatsen needs to come out. He's still in at left back. So yeah, it will be Konza to right back, Elias Yalert to left back, and Tyrone Mings coming in to centre-back. And youngster Feeney comes on to the bench for the first time this season. Let's see how we get on. This could be the first loss for the 4-4-2. We're hosting Liverpool, who are very, very good in the 4-4-2. Gets a 3-2 win. Get in there. Lovely stuff. Goals, 2 for Duran, 1 for Watkins. And the goal scorers for Liverpool were Sozoblai and Luis Diaz. What a win that is. And yeah, confidence is flying high. The 4-4-2 is doing wonderfully well. And we are in a very good position. That is the end of April. So we're heading into May, I think now, which is normally the final month of the season, right? As Ollie Watkins is joint top in the goal scoring goal scoring charts at the moment. That is the end of April. Into May we go. We've got Fulham, Bournemouth, Man City, Tottenham and Man United. Wow, what an end to the season that is. Man City, Tottenham and Man United. We will definitely be doing the last game. Maybe in the next episode we'll do... We've already done Fulham and Bournemouth quite recently. Maybe we'll sim these 2 games and then do Man City, Tottenham and Man United all as played games. Let me know your thoughts down below. I look forward to the next one. If you've got any thoughts, any comments, get them in the description below. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.